Chit. You already know it's your boy Joe back at it again, CodingPhase.com. Your boy's back and I done did it again one more time. All right, guys, what you guys is up to, man? So I'm actually building the new CodingPhase.com. And I said, you know what? Let me go live. Let me go hang out with you guys. Why not? Right? We haven't done this in a long time where we just chill as we build something new. And at the same time, I could see your questions, anything that you guys might suggest for the new version of Coding Phase. Okay. We're going to be doing it live here. So hang out with me. Okay. Again, I'm going to be looking at the chat. So make sure you leave a message, leave a comment. And yeah, let's get started. All right. So this is what we're doing, right? So this is going to be the landing page of the new codingphase.com, right? Of course, there's images missing. There's video that's supposed to be playing here that's going to be missing. A couple of the sections here, we got to organize this a little bit better. But this is the starting point, okay? So again, we're going to be having a lot of features in this platform. Of course, you already know my curriculum. My curriculum is focused on helping people get into the industry, getting into the jobs, right? So we're going to continue to focus on that. And that's what makes us different from everybody else. So we're going to have a section here that's just going to break that down for people. So again, we have like the curriculum, right? This is what we call a bento box. Okay. Have your curriculum, have the different career paths, right? Freelance kits for like Shopify, email development, local businesses, etc. Right? This section I might change it, and we might do that right now. We also gonna have in here, community, which is what we have here on Coding Phase. You're gonna be able to join. Anybody could come in for free, join the community, be part of the community. What's gonna be in the paid services is gonna be the courses and a bunch of stuff that we're adding to it. Okay. So from there we have the section here breaking down the portfolio, right? And here we're gonna have some of the stuff that is gonna help you out with Coding Phase and landing your position. One thing that we've done that has been really cool, which is finding the jobs for the students, and we had it on entry-level-jobs.ai. Pretty soon what we're going to do is we're going to have all of those features that we had on entry-level-jobs.ai, and we're going to have it within codingphase.com. Okay. Was this designed with Lovable? Looks awesome. No, it's a mixture of like, it's a Frankenstein design, to be honest with you. Okay. I went in, found some good designs, right? Some things that I like, some things that I don't like, right? And then from there, I've just been building it little by little. Okay. So this is like the homepage, right? This section here, we gotta go. I'm gonna take that out right now. Okay. I want to have a section here that actually shows, what's the difference of like joining Coding Phase and joining any other random spot. And this chart basically breaks it down for you. Okay, this is pretty much in months. Let's say your first 2 years of this, of like learning how to code. Most of the time what happens is like this. Most people come in, they get interested in learning how to code, right? When you're jumping into random things, like you'll see here, the orange. Let me see if I could zoom in for you guys. Okay. For example, somebody comes in, okay, learning the front end basics, okay, learning Python. And this is what happens. This is not me making it up. This is literally what happens to people. They come in 1 month, they're learning front end. Next month, they're learning Python. Next month, now they're going into React, right? Next month is Next.js. Then again, you're just going up and down, and really not learning anything that's going to help you get a job, okay? So as you can see, it's just random paths. It's like you're going from learning DevOps basics, learning more tools, learning new library, learning another tool, more topics, learning a framework, APIs, some database, some UI library, state management. And then from there starts the job hunting, right? So we're talking about damn near basically like a year and a half in. Okay, this is what happens. I've been doing this shit for long enough that I know everyone's process. Most people, they don't come to coding phase first. They basically go on this random path that just throws them up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay, and they really don't get no results. And usually what happens is they quit, or if they do stick with it, maybe later on, almost 2 years later, then they go in and get hired. Okay, so check the difference between somebody that comes in, follows the path of coding phase. Okay, you pretty much get that result fairly quickly. Okay, compared to everyone else. Getting to the point of starting to job hunting and applying to jobs is completely different when you follow coding phase than when you go in and you go on a random journey on your own. Okay, you'll still get there. Okay, but at the end of the day, you just wasted all of this time, all of this, while somebody that comes to coding phase comes in and gets that from early on. Okay. So yeah, so that's what we're doing for that section. Like I said, and then from there, some simple pricing. This is not the pricing, so don't get hyped. Be like, yo, it's like, yo, that's the pricing. It's like, yo, it's not the pricing. This is just basically placeholders for now. And yeah, man, we're gonna go in and start working on this, right? Of course, you're gonna have the courses section where you're gonna find all the different courses. Anybody that comes in wants to buy a course, they could buy the course independently. Somebody that wants to come in and want to follow the different career paths, they will have that section. Then you have the customer stories, which is gonna be like the testimonials, Hall of Fame, right? From there, you have some resources, right? Things like that. This book a demo, we're gonna remove that. Okay, and we're gonna do that right now. But yeah, let me see if I go in and show you guys like what the dashboard actually looks like, because this is the public view. This is what people see when they come to the website. They haven't checked out the app, they haven't signed up yet. Okay, so once they sign up, right, this is the view that they're gonna come in and have. Okay, basically it's gonna have learning progress. You're gonna see that we're gonna have like a gaming system where you could build up experience. You could build up experience by taking the courses, going through the projects, going through the interactive courses. On top of that, you could get experience by just helping other people, right? Let's say, for example, we're gonna have a section where anyone can post, similar to like a forum, where if someone has some questions, some topics, whatever they want to talk about. As you are active in the community, right? Meaning you're commenting, you're joining the community, you're gonna be learning new things, but earning experience. Okay. King 2672 says, I still owe you a testimonial. You helped me out a lot. Get my first engineer role 3 years ago by learning email development path. Hey, this is why I be telling people, right? People don't believe me. By the way, this is not a bot. By the way, this is not a this is not anything else, right? Because sometimes people will be like, yo, he gets them from Fiverr. He got an Indian farmhouse where he just got them working and commenting on his videos. I've seen all type of crazy shit online, right? And yeah, man. But yeah, King, when you get a chance, send me that, bro, so we could add you in there to the Hall of Fame. Okay, so yes, so this is the platform, right? From there, you're gonna have your courses, right? You're gonna have your different career paths. You want to start with your career paths, you're gonna see that. If you want to go in straight to the course, you're gonna see, pretty much your progress on that. You're gonna have goals, okay? Goals is gonna be big in the platform, right? Everything from finishing the courses, finishing the projects, okay? It's gonna help you build experience within the platform. And of course, there's gonna be some badges. Now, for anybody that's interested in codingphase.com and this new stage, this new platform, this new wave that we're doing, right? Guys, anyone that signs up before 2026, January 1st, 2026, automatically gets a badge as a founder. Okay, meaning that you're one of the first ones in this platform. You was here before the big stuff started happening. You've been here from the ground up. Okay, day ones. Okay, so anybody that's been wanting to sign into CodingPhase, take advantage now. Not only the course is the things that you're gonna get access to, also to this platform. Okay, on top of that, you get your little badge and it says, yeah, we've been here. You know what I mean? When they say, yo, throw your big B's up, you throw your big B's up like, yo, we here. You know what I mean? Day ones. Okay. Right. So that's gonna be a little flex. Okay. For those of you guys that came in before 2026. Yeah. So like I was saying, there's a lot of stuff that's gonna be added to the platform. We're integrating a lot of the stuff that we have on entry-level-jobs.ai, which allows you to go in and have pretty much a platform where has all of the best jobs that's out there, the ones that you actually have a chance with. Okay, so not only are we gonna list every job that's in Indeed, Dice.com, LinkedIn, right? All of these different platforms, right? And all the other small job boards that's out there, we're gonna list it within codingphase.com. But then from there, we're gonna have badges that say verified. So we have a team that's their job. Their job is to go in, look at these jobs, apply to these jobs, and see how many of them actually respond back. Okay. So it's like verified, like, yo, this is not a ghost job. This is not a bullshit job. Okay. And this is what, I got a farmhouse for that job by itself. Okay. Shout out to the people working on that. Okay. So yeah. So we're also adding the resume builder within codingphase.com. So everything is going to be integrated inside of codingphase.com. Okay. Not only you getting the courses, but you're getting all the services. Okay. The goal is to make this platform, think about it like this, it's a mixture between, codingphase.com, right, which is a learning platform, having a tracking system to help you out with the jobs you apply to, a place where you could keep track of your career, where you could go in and say, okay, cool, I have all of my, work history in here. This platform knows me. Whenever I'm looking for a new job, right? Like, for example, somebody comes in, signs up to codingphase.com, goes through the courses, gets their first job, okay? Goes in, keeps track of, whatever they did on that job, right? Now, 2 years later, they want to go in and apply to another job. They have a platform they could come back to, learn whatever new skills they need to learn to get that new job, but also, too, this system already knows them. Okay, already knows them, meaning that they already have your resume, they already have your work history, they have everything about you within this platform, where now when you decide, hey, I want to start applying to jobs, it already knows your work history, already has a resume, already has everything. Now it's just about going in and doing the same thing that you did before, okay, and get your next job, okay? So yeah, it's a lot of cool shit, bro. Okay, it's a lot of cool shit. So yeah, man. So this is like how the dashboard looks. Okay, this is the design that I decided to go with, in the color system, right? Basically, this is how it's gonna look on dark mode. Okay, light mode is like this. I like light mode better, right? But dark mode looks pretty good too. Okay, so you're gonna have that, gonna have your courses. Now, of course, once you're inside of the app itself, it's a different view than you actually going to the courses pages when it's public, when you're not signed in. This is all integrated into the platform for you. Okay, you're gonna have your, your different sections, right? For each course, you're gonna have your videos, you're gonna have your interactive area, where you could go in and pretty much practice the skill. So not only are you getting the videos where I'm teaching you myself, but then also too, you're gonna have interactive playground. And I'll probably show you. Let me see if I have that set up yet. So this is how the learning player is gonna look, right? So this is the learning player. where you're gonna have, let's say, content, the same if you ever came to codingphase.com, it's the same concept, okay? You have your curriculum here, you have all of your different things, you have different quiz. Now, of course, this is what we're gonna be fixing now. there's gonna be a couple of little bugs, right? That we're gonna be finding because it's not done. That's why I'm doing this thing live. I'm actually coding. You know, I said, let me go and hang out with you guys. But yeah, so this is pretty much how it's gonna look, right? The gist of it. Of course, there's an admin section. Of course, there's a, it's gonna be the jobs section. Okay, you're gonna have your career paths that you could go in and jump into. Okay, you're gonna have a calendar. This calendar is gonna go in and keep track of your interviews, keep track of what you did that day. So for example, somebody comes in and says, hey, I did a course on, let's say, HTML, CSS, right? I completed the table section. I completed the CSS grid section, right? Now you could go into the calendar and let's say a year from now, okay? A year from now, you wanna see what you was doing at this date. Guess what? You're gonna have that there. On top of that, you're gonna be able to go in and keep track of, like, let's say, an upcoming interview. All right. Again, the calendar is gonna be important because the calendar is gonna keep track of everything for you, just like a track record of all of the things that you've done. Okay. So it's gonna be pretty cool. We got a lot of cool shit going on. Shout out to everybody in here. By the way, if you're live with me, you could always leave a comment, leave a message here. If you have any suggestions, anything that you think that will be cool to add to the platform. By the way, we are going to be integrating suggestions. So there's going to be a suggestion section where any one of you guys can come in, create a feature, create a thing that you might want for the platform to have. And pretty much, any one of you guys can come in, put in your title, put in your description of what is it that you want. And then from there, the community itself is going to go in and upvote it. If somebody says, hey, Joe, we want to have videos in Spanish, okay, and there's, 500 people that upvoted this thing, that's the next thing that we're adding. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Joe, I want to have mock interviews for my email developer position, right? Can you integrate AI so I could have a conversation with someone where they could interview me and then give me a rating system? You could add that to the suggestions. Okay. You get what I'm saying? And the community upvotes it. That's the next feature we add to it. It's a lot of cool shit going on, bro. This is where we separate what we've been doing all of these years. And it's crazy because when we came into CodingPhase, right? Remember, I started this platform just to share my life, just to share what learning how to code has done for me. That's it. I wasn't planning on doing courses. I wasn't planning on teaching people. I wasn't planning on doing nothing. I just wanted to build. I like to code. That's my thing. Okay, I'm a creative individual and I like to build things. Okay, so guess what? People started hitting me up. Hey, Joe, I want you to teach me. Hey, Joe, can you do a one-on-one session? And I started doing that all of 2017 from like February all the way to like June. Right. And then from there, it just got to a point where I'm like, yo, I got 200 people on a waiting list that want to come in and want to learn from me, want me to help them out. And at that point, I said, okay, cool. We got to go in and start making the courses. Right. Just so we could go in and teach everybody my style. Okay. You could learn how to code anywhere, but you have to understand most of these platforms, they have a certain structure to them. It's like you go to college. When you go to college, they have everything written in stone. That same curriculum that they're teaching you is the same curriculum that was teaching in 2001. Okay? It doesn't change. It's the same curriculum. From there, you have boot camps. Boot camps go in and they teach whatever is popular. They don't teach what gets results, right? And they're also not worried about if someone learns or not. Because once you sign that contract, it's like a car dealership. You go to a car dealership, you basically, you buy a car, it's a used car. Once you left the dealership, it's a wrap. That loan, it's on your name. That car is yours. You got to keep it. If that shit breaks down 2 months later, hey man, it was good when you left out of here. That's what the car dealership is gonna tell you. It's the same thing with boot camps. Boot camps come in and say, well, you know what? We're gonna go in, have an in-person here. It could be on Zoom call, or it could be in person. Because of that, they're charging you a premium to say, well, hey, listen, you have a contract with, a loan with the bank. You owe us $10,000. The bank paid us. We showed you what coding is. We showed you what the latest framework that you was looking for, right? Did you learn it? We showed it to you. That's what you paid for us to show it to you. If you didn't learn it, and maybe it takes you more than 3 months to learn a skill, that's not their problem. Their job is to show it to you. With CodingPhase is different. CodingPhase, I kind of, I don't know. Like, I kind of felt like I needed to do something good for my peoples, especially for people like me. Because when I came into this game, there wasn't no Joe. There wasn't no, somebody that I could relate to. Even to this day, there's very few people I could relate to in this business, this industry. So I know how I felt joining this thing and hopping on this thing, and people tell me, learn this, learn that, learn this, learn that, right? Sign up to this, sign up to that, right? And guess what? That shit doesn't work for me, right? Some of the stuff that's out there, it just doesn't work for me. That type of teaching, that type of style of getting results, like, when I started this journey, I didn't have the time to go in and be like, well, let me go to a boot camp for 3 months and lock in. I don't got no savings. I don't got nothing saved up to be like, hey man, let me go and get a loan, a $20,000 loan, just in case I do get a job somehow. I don't even have access to that. Okay? And there's people that's like that out here. I know them. I talk to them all the time, right? So my goal was to go in and create this platform, to help people like myself. Because everyone should be able to join the tech industry. It shouldn't be for the privileged ones, or the ones that got the money, or the ones that, their whole life has been perfect and they just went, to school, got a perfect GPA, and then from there went to college, got accepted to a Microsoft internship, and then this and that, and now they're eating granola at Google. Life shouldn't be just for those individuals. We hard workers too. And we're not tinterins. You get what I'm saying? It's just life gave us different cards. And guess what? We have to have our own platform, a place where, we could go in and make a change, right? And that's what we did, okay? That's how we ended up in this space. Let me see. Shout out to everybody in here. So the 2025 is the last year for the good old days in CodingPhase. Let me see. 2024. Let me see. So 2025 is the last year for the good old days in CodingPhase. 2026 onwards, it won't be the same anymore. Looks like you have finally put your foot down, Joe. No, it's not put my foot down. It's just I gotta do this shit like a business, bro. If we're gonna dedicate so much time and we're gonna dedicate our lives to this thing, let's go in and make it into the best business that we can. And it's still gonna be Joe. I'm still popping up, still doing my things, still cracking some jokes, this, and that. I'm still gonna be me. I'm not letting this shit change, because if it changes me, or I act different, or I go in and be like, hey guys, it's Bougie Joe. Hey guys, with the fucking monocle in my eye. Yeah, that's not CodingPhase. You could go and get that from anywhere else. Okay? But what we're not doing is we're not doing crazy discounts no more. After this year, that's why I say I'm gonna run the 50% off the whole summer. That's like my hoorah, like, yo, if you ain't signed up now, right, it's because you don't want it. So at the end of the day, you should have signed up in July 4th, that whole summer sale, right? That's 50% off, okay? Which is actually, you're getting more than, than everything that we're gonna even provide, because I'm not jumping on calls with people. Like, I'm not hopping on calls. I'm not doing meetings with people. Only the people that's already in the platform. You get what I'm saying? Only the people that's already in the platform. That's why we're creating CodingPhase.com with this new system where, in reality, you're not gonna need me to be there. But those that came in and signed up this year and before this year, right, and already active members, right, you get access to something that it's not available. I'm not gonna be available for nobody else. It's only for the people that came in, right? So I'm gonna help you out directly. I'm gonna look at your portfolio. I'm gonna go in and do the meetings on Mondays. I'm gonna continue doing that as long as there's still people that's part of, coding phase from the original members. I'm still gonna be popping up. You know what I'm saying? And doing what I've been doing. But we can't do that for everybody. That's just the facts. Okay? That's just the facts. We can't do it for everybody. Somebody pops up in 2026, 2027. Let's say we have I don't know, some new career path, AI engineer. Okay? I can't go in and hop on a call with somebody without getting paid. Doesn't make sense, right? I can't go in and give you all the access, all the services, everything that we provide that costs me money, and then from there also do meetings with you every single week when I don't get paid for that. I'll do it for the people that's been here, right? But finally, after January 1st, 2026, I can't do that for new people. And it's because it's too time consuming. That's the thing. It's just the time. I don't have the time, right? Especially if I want to do certain things like run my businesses better, build new businesses, new opportunities coming my way. I want to travel, right? I can't do that for everyone, because it disrupts my day. If I go in and hop on a call at 2 o'clock, guess what? Maybe I'm traveling, maybe I'm working on something, but I can't do that for everybody because it just doesn't make sense. I did it before, and I will continue to do it for the people that's already in the platform that signed up previous to 2026. That's like hey, your grandfather in, no one else gets this. So, take advantage. But, for new people, I can't do it for, it just doesn't make sense. But it's not me changing. It's just, it's growth. Okay. Let me see. What's good, bro? Oh, Renee, what's going on? You got a new job, bro? New job, Renee? What's going on? Marcus Harrison says, congrats on the new job. Let's go. Let's do it. All right, cool. So let's get into it, man. Talk to me in the chat. I'm going to be busy here building what I have to build. And y'all could, hang out with me. We'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk about in the chat while I start doing this. So let me see. One of the things I want to change from here is I want to remove the resources. So let's start with that. Okay, let me see what else we're gonna do here. I'm gonna leave this for last minute because I still need to do the video for this. I'm gonna put a video here. Let me see what else I wanna go and work on. Okay, I wanna change this. Okay, so apply with confidence. Okay. The job boards interview section. Let's see, job boards and interviews. All right, cool. Let me see. Looking at the chat. Okay, let's see. Congrats on the new job, Renee. The dev. New job, Renee. Let's go. Let's freaking go. I told you. I told you. It's coming, bro. This is the thing, man. For those of you guys that is over here like looking for a job, looking to get into your first position or your second job, right? You have to understand this, okay? You're not gonna get an opportunity in your house just waiting for it. You're gonna have to go out there. Also, too, you cannot stop applying to the job positions because what happens is the day that you were supposed to get a job, you ain't show up. Guess what? The next guy that showed up every single day, that went in and applied to every single job, that did what he needed to do, now he hired. You know, shout out to Renee. Renee's been grinding. Already had a job. Um, Contract finished for his previous job. Then from there went in and doubled up this summer. Now he's out of here. Got another job. You know what I'm saying? It only takes anywhere from a month to 2 months, right? At the latest three, for getting a role, right? Because I remember Renee was telling me his contract was gonna finish like the beginning of the summer. So now we're in September. So what it took? How many months did it take to get the job? Yes, thanks for the help. I got recommended again by the same guy from my first job. Nice. Again, and that's why it's important to keep in tap with people. Keep tabs. Keep tabs with people, especially if they helping you out, right? So I'm happy for you, bro. Henry says, is it still email development? Word, good question, right? Is it still email development right now, bro? Okay, let me see. Save this. Curated roles, match your stack, track applications, stages, notes, reminders. Yup, there we go. Now, let me go in and remove this from here. Okay. I want to add another section like this. Yes, man, we're coding, we're building. Okay. Let me see. So this section here, I'm gonna remove it. So students outcomes that compound. And let's see. All right, let's see what this is building. Let's look at the chat. Let's see, it's a 3-month contract. Okay, nice. Um, Let me see. Praying for an extended time. I'll be a blessing for full-time permanent. Thanks. Thanks, everyone. Yes, definitely. Yeah, man. Continue applying, bro. Don't take your foot off the gas. Continue applying. Continue interviewing for roles. You know, always understand that these contract jobs, they come and go. Most likely you'll have another year on that, right? 6 months, a year, because they usually start you off with like, oh man, we're gonna do 3 months, but in reality, it becomes like a year. I mean, remember your first job was a contract job, and you was there for like a year and a half, almost 2 years. So it's a process, right? It's a little process, right? So let me go ahead. Let me save this file. Okay. Okay, let's see. This is building up. And let's look at the chat. By the way, guys, I'm here. Even though I'm coding, I'm building some stuff. I'm here with you guys. So definitely, y'all could communicate in the chat. Y'all could talk to me in the chat. I'm here. Okay. Let me see what's going on with. Okay, so this right here. Boom, boom. This we gotta work on this section here. The courses filter. So let's work on this. Okay, let me see how this looks. CodingPhase versus learning randomly. Okay. And there we go. Damn, man. I don't know if this chair, maybe I gotta lift it up. I don't know. My back been hurting, yo. Maybe I'm not sitting right. There you go. Let me see. Am I looking good? Do I gotta raise the camera a little bit? Yeah, I love this desk, but I don't love this desk. Cause this desk is supposed to be for like a studio desk, not for coding. And now it's getting me annoyed because it's like, in a sense, it's like I think it's messing up my back. And it sucks because I spend like $800 on this freaking desk. Yeah, but it's crazy. Sometimes you're cheap. For being cheap, you're going to have to pay again. That happens to me all the time, bro. So I was being cheap. There was a better desk that, you know, technically is more, what they call it, ergonomic or whatever. And I was like, I'm not going to spend $1,200 on a freaking desk. All right. But I go on Amazon. I'm like, all right, let me get one from Amazon. How much is $780? Shit, I'm saving money on this. But guess what? This shit is not ergonomic, bro. And when you code, when you are a developer, in a sense, you need that because you're sitting down all day and typing. Don't be cheap, guys. Trust me. It's gonna cost you more in the long term. It's gonna cost you way more in the long term to go in and by being cheap. And for me being cheap, trust me, I've had to pay 2 to 3 times for the same shit over and over again. When in reality, I always end up with the expensive one. That was actually the one that I needed. Let me see. Wrote you on WhatsApp. Oh, what's going on, bro? I gotta check. I haven't been on WhatsApp in a minute because, bro, I got WhatsApp deleted from my phone. I'm gonna get back on it. Reason I deleted, I got so many people in DR, bro, asking me for money. It's crazy. Everybody got a crazy story. I got one of my cousins that got hit con un machete, campo shit. One of my cousins, yeah, this is one of the dumbest things in the world, right? So one of my cousins goes in and decides that he got a girlfriend, right? Now the girlfriend got a kid, and she has a kid, whatever. So he decides to tell the baby daddy, yo, you gotta take care of your kid, you gotta take care of your daughter. Your daughter's calling me daddy now because I'm more in her life than you. If you a stepdad, that's none of your business. Keep your mouth shut. That ain't your kid. You get what I'm saying? I'm being honest. So my cousin goes in, decides to go and tell this dude that shit. The dude comes back with a machete, almost damn near cuts his arm off. This is campo shit. If you're not from DR, you don't know that type of lifestyle. You could lose your life like this in an instant in a campo. You could get stabbed up. There's a lot of shit. I come from that. You know what I mean? That's why when I'm here, I'm not surprised about nothing. That's like when the other day some dude comes in and be like, yo, yeah, yo, this is nice. It's like, you can't catch this fate. I'm like, bro, you have no idea who you're talking to. Like, when you see me here, understand this. I am like a coding guy. I'm a developer guy. But I'm not one of these dweebs, bro. Like, I come from some real shit. I just happen to get out of there. But that shit still comes with me. You can't leave that shit behind. Right? So whatever, my cousin goes in, calls me, yo, I need a surgery. I said, bro, listen, I got my own shit. I can't. Yo, now I'm Mother Teresa. You want to keep over here talking to people, telling them about their kids. Now you got to handle that. Go talk to your brother. Go talk to your aunt, to my aunt. Go talk to this. I can't be fucking, what am I, Mother Teresa now? I got to go in and get your arm attached for you being a tintinant? That's your problem. I got my own problems. You get what I'm saying? And it sucks because it is my cousin. But we ain't grew up like that, bro. I'm not spending no 30 grand on you. Somebody else got to do that from the family. Just because I got it don't mean I got to do it for everybody. But yeah, so that's why I blocked off my WhatsApp. My WhatsApp is deleted for now. I'll come back into it by the end of the year when shit dies down in DR. Because everybody calling me up like I got to go in and handle that. You know what I mean? Like, no, I don't. I'm sorry, and I'm not trying to laugh about it. I'm laughing at the fact that people just think that just because you work hard and you might have something, they expect from you. Like, that's why I don't know, it's crazy because I'm not famous. I'm not rich by any means. I'm well off. But I don't know how these people that like famous and rich, I don't know how they handle that, because when you get just a couple of dollars and you coming from the bottom, family members think, and friends, right? I've had friends that they think they're part of my success. They think that they were showing with me in the gym. Like, so imagine you're like a Chris Brown or you're like a Kanye West or you're a Jay-Z. Everyone thinks that now you got to take care of their lives. It's like, bro, no. We can't. I could help out. I could give a Christmas gift. I could send a little care package to DR, but I can't go in. Just because we family now, I gotta go in. I got freaking 4 kids and a wife. What do I look like? I gotta go in and now start sending to DR. So yeah, WhatsApp is gone for now. Again, I'm not on WhatsApp for a while. Don't crash that. Yeah, bro. You a stepdad. Know your role. Chill out. That ain't your kid. I'm sorry. If I'm a stepdad to somebody, I could talk to my girl and be like, yo, listen, try to talk to your man. Take care of his daughter. But I'm not going to the guy and be like, yo, bro, your daughter calling me dad now because I'm being more in her life than you. That's like, bro, you don't know that man's situation. So now you putting him against the wall. Now he feeling frustrated. Now he come back with a machete and almost cut your arm off. That's a you problem now. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to mind your business sometimes. But yeah, let's work on this, man. So I got to work on this filtering system. Okay, let me see what page we on. We're on the learn page. right, let me see. Looking through here. While this builds up, we in here, guys. It's not your responsibility. Your house will come first. Yes, unfortunately, I love my family. It's just I just don't like that. They get into some shit. Cause when I be on some issues or whatever, I have my own problems. Nobody's there. You know what I mean? Like everybody looking around like, yo, well, we're you're really the one that could really help us out. And it's like, wait, what? Yeah, man, people are crazy, bro. If you're Spanish, you know what I'm talking about. You know how family is. Yeah, definitely. And text me, bro. Hey guys, late but here working. Or just email. Email me is much better. Admin@codingphase.com. And from there is much better because I could go in, answer everything, talk to you, da da da. And if anything, we'll schedule like a Zoom call. We could hop on a call, bro. You know me. I called you up the other day, last time in the summer, right? So yeah, man. Oh, congratulations. I want to say this. I mean, for anybody that's in here, congratulations to my boy Cam. Go in. Let me pull this up. I gotta call him up. Let's call him up right now. Let me see if Cam is available. Let's call Cam. Hopefully Cam is not mad at me. But I've been so busy. I got so much shit going on. And it sucks because being so busy, that's one of the things that I'm trying to do nowadays. Like I'm trying to fix that, because it kind of messes up relationships. Like shout out to Cam. Cam called me the other day. Maybe I don't know what was that like. I don't know. Maybe the weekend. But I'm like in the process of moving. I'm building a new platform. I'm freaking finishing up the new email developer course. I got a lot of shit on my plate. I'm selling the home. As you can see, I'm moving shit little by little. I already got the new place, but I'm moving it little by little. On Sunday, I'm moving everything in one shot with the big stuff. So I'm like in the middle of a million different things. So please don't take it in negative. If I don't answer your call, I don't get to answer your emails at this moment. It's just I got a lot of stuff on my plate. I'm just trying to focus one thing at a time and, focusing just on work. But I want to say congratulations to Cam. I don't know if you guys could see this. Let me see if it pops up. I wanted to do that. That's my boy. I don't know if you guys could see it or not. Let me see if we could get this to focus. Focus. God damn it. Let me see if I get out the way. Where is it? Cam. There you go. App in just a weekend. OIC Tech Workshop. So shout out to Cam. Lil Billy, who actually, popped up in the newspaper in Oklahoma. Yo, I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of every single one of you guys. When you guys doing an achievement, y'all getting an award, y'all getting some recognition, I'm proud of you guys because I know the work you guys put in, and y'all come from from this cloth, this lineage. You get what I'm saying? Yo, what's the name of? Shout out to Tariq. Tariq was it? Tariq Nasheed. FBA. We gotta come up with some shit for CodingPhase, like a term. What would be the term for dudes that come from this lineage? You get what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of developers, there's a lot of people out there, but they don't come from the coding phase. You get what I'm saying? There's FBA and CPA. It's part of the CPA. That ain't, you know what I mean? When dudes is acting up at a job, yo, that ain't. That ain't CPA behavior, bro. A dude snitching at a job. You came in 5 minutes late. That's why this dude is not CPA. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the FBAs, man. But I love that dude, Tariq Nasheed. Even though he says a lot of crazy disrespectful shit, like tethers and this, and he's funny as hell, bro. I've been watching him for years. Like, I'm a fan of the guy, right? Because even though he be saying some crazy shit sometimes, but I know in his heart he's not a bad dude. You get what I'm saying? But he gotta do what he gotta do. He gotta pick for his side. He gotta fight for his side. You know what I'm saying? FBA, shout out to the FBAs. Represent. We need a FBA parade. Same way how Dominicans got parades, Puerto Ricans got parades. Shit, we need a FBA parade. I'll show up and show some support. Same way how FBAs show up in the Dominican parade. I'll pop up in there like, yo, shit, we in here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll support. So shout out to Tariq Nasheed. But we need to come up with some shit for CodingPhase. Like, yo, it's the CPAs, bro. You know what I mean? CodingPhase Association. That ain't CPA behavior, bro. When dudes is acting up, dudes is snitching, chatty patty at the job. Shit, man. I didn't see. He definitely look. Yo, shout out to. Yo, shout out to Tariq Nasheed. Tariq Nasheed would be like, yo, look at look at the hairline. That ain't FBA. Yo, this dude is hilarious, yo. I'm sorry, the dude is crazy, but he's funny as hell, bro. That dude is freaking funny as hell, bro. You can't even deny it. Like, if you ever watched him, like, dude is hilarious, man. Let me see. Okay, let me see courses. I'm just checking to see here why this thing is not working, this filtering system. Yeah, man, that dude be freaking cracking me up. I can't stop laughing. I'll be watching his live streams all the time. Like, you know, he'll talk shit about Spanish people, talk shit about Africans, he'll talk shit about everybody. And I'll be like, I watch him, I'm like, yo, this dude is, he's funny. He's funny as hell. He know how to cook. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be in there, he'll be like talking about Dominicans. I'll be like, yo, this motherfucker, he don't know, but, you know, I ain't got no problem with him. I like his content because I've been watching him for years before he even got on this whole FBA thing. I've been watching. I got all his DVDs, all the freaking the movies, the documentaries. I got all his shit. I've been supporting. Now that he switched up, and I understand why he got to switch up. You got to pick to your side. This is jail rules out here sometimes, right? So, dude just walking around on some jail rules shit. It's like, yo, Spanish people on one side, black people on one side, the white people over here. You want to do that? Cool. You want to live like that? Cool. That's fine. But I live with everybody. You know what I mean? I blend in through every spot. I pop up with the Spanish people, pop up with the white people, pop up with the black people, pop up with the Asian people. Shit, I pop up with the Indians. You know what I'm saying? I'm everywhere. Word. And of course, that's the same way Africans do, bro. Entitlement is real. Navigating that can be tough, really hurt relationships. Yeah, bro. That's how it is in DR. I don't know if that's how it is in Africa too, where cousins calling you, your cousin from Senegal or from Nigeria calling, yo, bro, my motorcycle got messed up. Can you send me it's $1,200. It's just $1,200, bro. I just need a new motorcycle. And you're looking around like, bro, like, we can't just be throwing money at you like that. I didn't know in Africa they do the same thing they do in DR. Dominicans are professionals at that shit. The family members get together. Everybody says, yo, you know your auntie's sick, her diabetes, her high blood pressure. She needs money for the medicine. She needs money for this and that. And everybody's in cahoots. Everybody connected. Yo, you know I'm calling Joe on Monday. So just make sure if he hits you up on Facebook, just say, I'm in the hospital. I'm in the hospital right now. They got me on life support. And And then boom, boom, somebody messes up from the family, and then you see your aunt on the barbecue. Like, yo, I think you was in the hospital, auntie. You know what I mean? The Golden Face family tree, CPF, Oh, not bad. CPFT, Golden Face family tree. You know what I mean? Oh, dirty birdie, FBA all day. Shout out to all FBAs, man. Abraham Paniagua says $2 from Abraham. Boom, boom, boom. Complete the courses and get your portfolios up. Yes, definitely. Thank you for the super chat, Abraham. Advice to the students. Boom, boom. Same thing in the Caribbean. They like that too. I mean, that's how it is everywhere, I guess. Right? Angel M says, I'm here for the hood stories. Yeah, yep. Same thing in Africa, bro. That's crazy, man. So that shit is universal. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's just crazy that people do that. I don't know. Yo, I've been in situations where I'm down and out, bro. Like I'm down and out, and I haven't caught, you know, you haven't found me like going in, like calling a family member, yo, can you send me this? And shit, I've been in bad situations in my life, but I don't do that because it's just like they got their own problem, right? But when you're in the yard, everyone thinks that you're rich. You're like a multi millionaire. Where it's like shit, you know what I mean? Like you got money to blow, money to throw away. But that's how it is, man. All right, so it seems like this is working, but this is supposed to have. I need to fix this up. Um, so let's see. We're gonna have a filtering system to price range $1 to $50, 50 to 100, 100 and up. Okay. Let me see what else. We need to fix the colors on this too. Okay, there we go. So now let's work on the next section. Let me see. Reading through here. Hey, if they think you got it, they'll hit you up. Try asking for help. They'll get real quiet. Yeah, real fast. Yep. That's how it is, bro. That shit. It never fails. It never fails, bro. Let me see. Once you made it to the States, there's an idea that you're cash cow, but I don't blame them though. It's it's what they've been sold. Yeah. Yep. What part of Africa you from, Anna? Okay, we need to make this a little bit, the padding on this a little bit bigger. Yeah, man. One of the things that I love about using AI, so right now I'm building most of everything using Cursor. So I already have like code examples of the things that the type of style that I like to code, right? And the type of things that I want for the site. And basically already has like my own like my own style guide and my own way of coding. So now it's just about me going in and breaking down exactly what I need. And then from there, it looks at my way to write components, my way to write controllers, my structure for the project. Like, this shit is a blessing, you know? Now you could just focus on the product itself. So this is beautiful, man. So yeah, we got the all the things in here. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, web development. That's the categories. Okay, there we go. So the filtering works, which is great. I want to keep it very, very simple. All right, so that's good. Now let's go into the next thing that I had an issue with, which was what was that I had an issue with? Okay, okay, courses. Okay, so okay, yeah. So this is supposed to take you to this page. Okay, this is the learn page. All right, so let me see. All right. Okay, let me see. Big ups, Richmond, Ghana. Shout out to my people in Ghana. When was the last time you been over there, bro? Richmond Fusu says, big up, man. Richmond here, watching you from Ghana. Am I late? Hey, we got a couple of people from Ghana. What's going on? Also, bro, I've got to have you on my podcast, Decode Stories. I'll DM you. Yeah, send me an email, admin@codingphase.com. And if I don't reply, just send me a message on Twitter. So Twitter might be better. It's just like a reminder. I'm always checking Twitter. So if you send me a message to Twitter, like a, hey, check your DM on Twitter, then I'll add you. And then from there, you could just DM me through Twitter. That could work too. What's going on, Eric? Shout out to Eric. Also, too, got a new job, new opportunities out here. Getting that bag. The guys, you see the boys, man. Boys is back at it again. I want to play some music, man. I want to play You know, the Rock Boys in the building tonight. Every time that should be the theme song. We haven't done that shit in a minute. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna get paid for anyways from this live stream anyway, so we might as well. Let me see.
Come here, sexy little snap a pic.
Yo, Beyonce. You know what's crazy, man? That yo, you could be the ugliest dude in the world, man. You got bread, you get the baddest one.
It was Marcy, 88. A great year for hip hop, but an even better year for the neighborhood hustler. We wanted in. We went from being friends to forming a crew. We called ourselves the Rock Boys. We had no idea where this was gonna take us, but we would soon find out.
Yo, y'all ready?
Rock boy in the building.
You already know.
Rock boys in the building.
And the winner's Hove, my man. Speech. First of all, I want to thank my connect. The most important person with all due respect. Thanks to the duffel bag, the brown paper bag, the Nike shoe box for holding all this cash. Boys in blue who agreed before the badge. The first pusher who ever made the stash. The Rock Boys in the building tonight. Oh, what a feeling, I'm feeling like. Thanks to the lanes, bad aim. Thanks to a little change, I tore you out the cane. Bullet wounds will stop your buffoonery.
Yo, I'm sorry to say this, but no one can mess with Jay-Z, bro. He is the best rapper of all time, right? And I will say Drake is the best artist, best hip-hop artist of all time. And right next to him will be Kanye West, okay? But Jay-Z as a rapper, bro, we got to go like this, bro. Like, that dude he just got timeless music, okay? Anyways, guys, look, I'm about to get out of here. I'm about to go eat with the kids. I could hear the kids playing around, and they want me to come outside so I could eat. But yeah, man, it's been a cool day. We hanged out a little bit. I missed you guys. That's why I came in here. I said, let me go live. All right, I ain't get much done, but we got to hang out a little bit and give you guys a little preview of what's coming. But like I said, guys, anybody that's interested, coming to CodingPhase.com. Check out the link below. I will be sending out some emails to some of you guys so y'all could get the early access. Okay? So yeah, man, come through. All right? Brother Cole says, can't believe you left Lil Wayne. Bro, I'll be honest with you, Lil Wayne is not even top 5, bro. I'll be honest with you. Like, and I love Wayne, but clearly he's not that good even after the years. Like, he had a good run. Sometimes people get in a good run. He had that, was it 2007 to like 2009. He had a good run, but after that, it just downhill. Like, you know, Drake, on the other hand, has been getting better and better every year. Lil Wayne, I don't know. He can't make music no more. I listened to his latest album, and that shit garbage. Now, Pusha T better than Lil Wayne. So, I mean, we could go down the line. It's like, we could go 20 guys that got better music than Lil Wayne. And I used to be a diehard Lil Wayne fan. I used to put him in my top 5 because that's a personal choice. It's like, for example, like Cameron is always going to be in my top 5 because when I was little, that was my mood. I used to go to school. I had the pink on. I had the whole Dipset. You get what I'm saying? That whole wave, I rode through that shit through high school, right? I thought I was Dipset. You couldn't tell me nothing. They'd be like, yo, that's not Dipset, Joe. You know what I mean? Like, you know how they have the ASAP Rock is this and that. I'm Dipset Joe. You know what I mean? Like, you couldn't tell me nothing in high school. So Cameron's always gonna be in my top favorite, but Lil Wayne is not up there, man. Like, he had a great run, 2 years, 3 years, but something happened. I don't know. Once he got locked up, it just wasn't the same. He don't really got good music like that. You know, all the mixtapes that I used to have, like, dude was dope. But he fell off. I don't know what happened in jail, but his whole swag, he came back. I mean, it's probably that whole situation with Baby and just like, you know, I could imagine, right? Like you're stuck on a record label, you're not getting paid what you're supposed to. It could frustrate you, etc. But look at Drake. Drake's been fucking killing it. You know what I mean? Look at Kanye. Kanye's dope, bro. Kanye, even till this day, even with all the fucking anti, you know what? Like, even the anti shit that he dropped, the beat is hard. Now, do I agree with what he said? Hell no, I don't agree with what he said. And them shit. But those beats is hard. That music is hard. But he definitely, you know, it's an artist. You know what I'm saying? It's an artist. Let him do what he got to do. I don't agree with it, but I still play his classics, you know? So, yeah, man. And when we go to, like, Lil Wayne had a good run, bro. I can't even put him on my list like that. All right. Anyways, guys, listen, don't get me hyped. Don't get me talking about hip hop because you know that's my shit. I grew up on that. You get what I'm saying? Like we used to standing on the lunchroom talking shit for 2-3 hours. You know, missing all the classes. That's one of the reasons I missed so many classes in high school. We would be down there either, you know, I'll be doing the grinding beat on the fucking lunch table. Grinding. Imagine 30, 40 kids in the lunchroom doing the grinding, being like, yo, you better slow down because I'm doing the Matrix. I'm not blood, but the knife give a facelift. You crazy? Dudes is nasty in high school, right? We will be in there freestyling, just boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to hip hop, that's my shit. But let's not get into that, okay? Give you guys another story another day. I'll see you guys later. It's your boy Joe back at it again. CodingPhase.com. Your boy is backing out and did it again. Links in the description. Come through CodingPhase. You know what I mean? Come through. I'll see you guys later. Peace.